Morning, this is Audrey, Stitchy Witch 42. It's Thursday, October 19th. I'm sitting here in my living room this morning stitching, and I just thought, I'd post a little video because I didn't make one on Tuesday, which has been the day that I have been recording on. I didn't do one on Tuesday because I woke up with a nasty sinus headache. I love fall, but the cooler nights sometime just wreak havoc with my sinuses. And Monday night was rather cool. Our bedroom is really cool. And anyway, I woke up with a sinus headache that I could not shake for most of the day. So I tried to sit and stitch, and I couldn't focus. I didn't even think about doing a video because all day Tuesday I could not focus. So yesterday was a work day for me. I only work 3 days a week. I work weekends and Wednesdays, and I really like that schedule. It's good for me with the issues that I have with my legs and my feet. It doesn't stress them out too much anymore, so I like my schedule. But I got to spend the day at work yesterday stitching because we're training a third bookkeeper. Usually it's just Karen and I. Karen is the lead bookkeeper and I'm her backup. After having been a lead bookkeeper for so many years, I wasn't sure how I was going to like being a backup. But it's really nice not having all the extra responsibilities that the lead does anymore. So I'm good with it. And I like my schedule. It'd be nice to have occasional weekends off, but if we get our third bookkeeper trained, that opens up that possibility again to be able to take a random weekend off and have somebody to cover. So anyway, I'm at the store yesterday working with Lisa, but because bookkeeping is pretty much a one-person job, and the best way to learn is to let her do it, I sat there and stitched on my Plague Doctor, and I got quite a bit accomplished. One of the things that we have to do occasionally in the mornings, because I work in a grocery store, is we have to fill balloon orders. The department that does the balloons doesn't open up until 9 o'clock in the morning, and the night before someone had come in and asked to have 6 balloons filled and ready to go by 8 o'clock in the morning. So Karen and I were over there working on these 6 balloons together. We had to fill them with confetti before we blew them up. I will tell you right now, confetti balloons are evil. They are just evil. It comes with this little package of paper confetti and this little tiny cardboard funnel that we had to try to fit into the neck of the balloon. And you couldn't pour the confetti in. You had to kind of stuff it in and then push it down through the funnel to get into the balloons. So we're working on that, and I was standing closest to the tank, so when she would get the balloons filled, I would fill the balloons with helium. And they looked kind of cool when I was filling them with helium because the confetti was swirling around all over the place from the helium going in. Okay, so the first balloon, not a problem. Second balloon, not a problem. Third balloon, exploded. Confetti everywhere. I had confetti all down the front and back of my vest. I had confetti in my hair. Karen and I are standing there just rolling in laughter. One of the guys I work with, his name is Mark, he goes, "Was that one of the confetti balloons?" So he comes running over trying to take pictures of me covered with confetti. I'm brushing it off. I looked at him, I looked at Karen, and I said, "I'm not cleaning this up. I'm not doing it. Those girls, they took this order. They should have been here to fill these balloons. I am not cleaning the confetti up." So we finished the order. That's done. I go back to work with Lisa in the office. I sit down. I still have confetti on the front of my vest. Later on in the afternoon, when I went out to sit in my car for lunch, I found more confetti on the front of my vest. When I got home and I took my vest off, there was confetti between my vest and my shirt. When I took my shirt off, there was confetti in my bra. Confetti balloons are evil. Just saying. They're pretty, but they're evil. Just saying. So, while I was at work yesterday, I was stitching on my plague doctor, and I got quite a bit done on him. Let me grab him. This is where I'm at. I had started in the center and worked down, and then I think I got from like here to here, this whole section stitched yesterday. All except for like maybe the last 5 or 6 rows up at the top. I got all that stitched while I was at work. So this is where I'm at on my plague doctor. You can just start to see the bottom of his goggles there that I'm working on. And something that I watched when I was on vacation last week. So I had 9 days off, and I didn't go anywhere. I had a bunch of different things that I did around the house, and went and did some little day trips and visited with people and so on and so forth. But you know, besides watching a lot of Flosstube, I caught up on some movies that I wanted to see. And one of the movies that I've been wanting to see was the new Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson. I love Emma Watson. She is a beautiful young lady. She's just a very, very pretty young lady. And we all know the story of Beauty and the Beast. So I don't need to explain any of that to you. But in the story, after she takes the place of her father as the captive in the Beast's palace, she tries to escape, and when she gets caught, she tells the Beast it's just because she wants to see her father one last time. And he said he has a way to show her her father. And he takes her to the room where he has that magic mirror, and she sees her father in the mirror. Afterwards, she asks the Beast if the mirror will show anything else. And he tells her, yes, it will. All you have to do is picture it in your mind, and it can take you there. So the next scene shows Belle and the Beast in this tiny room above the Paris skyline. And in the vision she sees in this room, there is a woman in a sickbed talking to a man, and she's telling the man, you have to leave, and you have to take her with you so she doesn't get sick too. And then it shows the man stand up from the sickbed and turn around and pick up baby Belle from her cradle. And then it goes to Belle and the Beast still standing in this room, and she's looking around, and she reaches over and she picks up something off a chair. What she picked up off the chair was a plague doctor mask. If it wasn't for stitching this piece, for seeing what everybody else is doing with their plague doctor, I wouldn't have known what that was. When I first saw the plague doctor, I had no clue what that was. I actually had to do a Google search to find out because I had never heard of the plague doctor before. So I thought that that was pretty interesting, that here I am watching a story that I've seen and I've read dozens of times, because Beauty and the Beast is a really good story. But in this version, Beauty and the Beast meet the plague doctor. And that's what I'm stitching on. So I thought that was just a unique coincidence and a fun little bit of trivia. If you've seen the movie, did you notice that scene? If you haven't seen the movie, check it out. It's a good remake, and Emma sings pretty well. So, and the guy that plays the Beast, yeah, baby, gotta like that. So, that's my plague doctor story. Did I tell you what I was working on here? I don't know. I've tried to do this video 2 other times this morning, and so I've kind of got everything all jumbled up in my mind. I don't know what I've talked about in this video as opposed to the one I tried to do before this one and the one I tried to do before that one. But what I am currently working on, if I haven't told you this time, and if I have, oops, I'm working on Witch's Gate. It is a pattern by Whispered by the Wind. A nice gate. It's got some black work in the center there. I don't know if you can see that or not with spiders. I hate spiders. I hate spiders with a passion. They creep me out. They freak me out. Yeah. I don't know why I chose this pattern, because it's got a lot of them in there. And I'm going to stitch them. And I hate spiders. We have so many spiders around our house. It is just absolutely ridiculous. I can walk outside and find a new spider web every day. And we have wolf spiders outside. We have all sorts of freaking spiders outside, but we have wolf spiders. They're big. And they're hairy. And they're creepy. I went out one day and there was a web from right outside the front door going across our porch to the front post with this big-ass hairy wolf spider in the center of it. So I stepped back inside and I told Mark, I said, you have to move it. You have to move it because I can't. So what did he do? He went and got his camera and then spent 45 minutes taking pictures of this stupid spider. And I'm like, just move it. So the rule at my house is if the spiders are outside, they can live. They just get moved further out into the yard. If they're inside, they have to die. Everyone tells me, no, no, no. You can just pick them up and move them outside. No, 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 no. I cannot. I've tried. It's a phobia. It's irrational. I understand that. I get it. No. So, stitching spiders is going to be interesting because I have a stand. You guys will get a kick out of this. I am actually using my cross-stitch stand to hold my cell phone to record this video. And it actually makes a pretty good little camera holder. I may use it more often. The things you do for Flosstube, I'm telling you. But a couple of years ago, I had been working on a full coverage piece, and I had the stand sitting in front of me while I was working on it. And this spider drops down. I kicked my stand across the room because that spider would have landed on the piece that I was working on. And, oh, no. And I was also screaming for Mark to come kill this itty-bitty, teeny-tiny little spider because it was in my space. I don't do spiders. I really, really don't do spiders. I've had people at work tease me about it, and I look at them and I say, if you want me to cry, keep it up. I don't like spiders. It's a phobia. Don't pick on people that have phobias. It's not nice. It's bad karma. Bad juju. Don't do it. Okay, so I am working on my Witch's Gate. This is where I'm at with it. The lower part here is where the spiders will be, and it's all black work. So that's about as good a picture as you're going to get. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of spiders, and there's two sides to the gate. So that is what I am working on. I'm currently stitching on a crow that is standing in front of one of the gargoyles. I've got my back stitching done on these three birds and on the bat down here. I'm stitching it on the called for fabric. It is 28 count Mirage Lugana. I always have to think about that because I want to say Laguna and it's Lugana. So yeah. That's what I'm doing this Tuesday morning. Sitting here, listening to Stevie Nicks right now, stitching, talking to you. I am really, really excited because a week from today, I get to meet up with Michelle Garrette, Bendy Stitchy, Lisa Smith, Kindred Stitcher, and Jo, who is pretty southern. She is new to Flosstube. When Lisa Smith told me that Jo would be joining us, I went and found her station and watched. She has 3 videos so far. The girl's got energy, and she does some really cute little stockings, and now she has to finish them. She's done all the stitching. She hasn't done the finishing, so we got to get that done, Jo. Anyway, check her out. She's got some pretty cool stuff, and the patterns are really, really cute. And I think that's pretty much all I have for today. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching my video. Thank you for liking me on Flosstube and commenting on Flosstube and subscribing and all that kind of good stuff. And that's it. That's all I got to say today. Live long, stitch on. Till we meet again.